What's going on, everybody? This is your boy King Germ, one half of Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Each and every Friday, Queen Germ and myself drop an episode to show the people how Pod and saved our marriage. Now, we're not like most married couples. Most of the time we disagree, but that's the beauty of the show. So, when you get through listening to Sparrows on the Review, come give us a listen. Each and every Friday on any DSP, go look for Pod and Saved Our Marriage.
So, we've been going through this stretch with Disney, watching live action movies. Started off with Mufasa, which wasn't a reimagination, it was just a new story for me. So I was fine with that. I got educated about Snow White, so I knew that later I knew it was a reimagination. And then a preview came up during this movie. A blue animal. A blue creature, alien, whatever you want to call him. Lilo.
Lilo, hold on, man. Lilo was not the blue creature. You know that, right?
He was? Oh, Stitch was, yeah. My bad.
Damn.
But going further, even though I was interrupted again, like this is a new fashion now.
Well, I mean, you made a mistake, so I had to correct you.
So Stitch, we're told ahead of time, is a reimagination of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the glorious experience of being able to watch movies with our parents.
Yeah.
In this movie, because Stacey's mom has had neck surgery, I knew that she would watch this. And I had been planning to go to the Spencer Theater, the nice one, a while ago. And somehow, some way, the movie didn't stay in theaters as long as I thought it would. I mean, it set whatever box office records it did. But
it didn't stay unavailable to you that long.
Right. So
I guess the best way to say it.
Right. So we got this movie. We watched it. This is not normal for us, huh?
Right.
We watched it normal streaming service on TV, paying for it, video on demand. And I'm watching this. And in the first few seconds of it, I'm like, in my head, wow. This is how a live-action Disney movie, with the exception of Aladdin, because I've never seen that, and never seen the live-action version. I'm like, I've seen Lion King and all that now. I'm like, this is how all these movies should have been done. It's still not better than Mufasa, but I'm like, whoa.
Well, I mean, I think you enjoyed Mufasa so much because it was new. But I agree with you. We did Mufasa and then Snow White. I didn't hate Snow White once I understood Snow White. And like you said, we went into Lilo and Stitch knowing that it's the live action version. And it made more sense for what they needed to do.
Yes.
And I enjoyed it. I 100% enjoyed this movie. Except the first time you turned it on to make sure it would play correctly on the internet, I didn't like the scientist's voice.
Right, the scientist's voice wasn't right.
Right, to me, and like we always say, these are just our opinions. To me, listening to it, I'm just like, yeah, there's something off about this scientist. He didn't sound like a mad scientist.
He didn't sound like the voice.
Yeah. And I was expecting.
And two things on that one, and one on the CIA agent. I will have to clarify later. It'll be something I put in the show notes. I know that Ving Rhames has passed away.
Okay.
And he was the guy that was the voice of the operative. I mean, of the CIA agent,
Mr. Bubbles.
Yeah, and he was a buff guy.
Uh-huh.
And if anybody doesn't know him but knows the movie Baby Boy, he is the guy that hooks up with Jodie's mama.
Okay.
And he's from Mission Impossible.
Okay.
I'll show him to you later. You'll recognize him.
Right.
But those two people, I'm wondering if I got to find out who the original character was for the professor, because I want to say that he may have been deceased, because they wouldn't have just done that.
Or he could have just been unavailable, and maybe this guy was the best fit, because you will see in this movie they turn them into humans.
Yeah.
When they're down on Earth, which makes sense in the movie. To this movie.
Right, and that's
so he was probably the best person for that role. So kind of like other movies, you pick the best person, not necessarily what sounds or people think.
Yeah, whatever's familiar,
Yeah.
just get something different.
Right, which I get it, but that to me that was the only issue I had about the movie.
Well, my only issue was with the head chaplain or leader type person.
Mm-hmm.
The coloration of that alien was not right.
Oh, okay.
Because in the cartoon,
but you can't judge that because what you said it at the beginning of the show. This is a remake or a reimagination?
Reimagination.
Yeah.
Now I'll say one of the bad guys, the green one, they got him spot on with the one eye.
Yeah.
They got the homie spot on,
Yep.
and I liked all the comedy we got out of those two that were chasing them around. That was a real good relief in the movie.
And I thought that this was really close to the cartoon.
Yeah, this one was more.
Yeah.
I want to I'm glad that they didn't call it a remake, but it was almost dead on.
Right.
The only thing that was the bully was a little off.
Yeah, like I feel like we should have had a little more there. And then the first lady, the foster lady, the worker.
Yes.
What is she called? Social worker.
Social worker, yeah.
Mr. Bubbles was the social worker the entire time, right?
Right.
Okay. So that's what threw me for a loop at first until I started watching it. And once we started watching it, it made sense for the live action.
Right.
I really enjoyed this movie. And I heard my mom over there laughing and giggling the entire time. I caught myself laughing.
Right. And that's what I say, like, this movie, like, hit the spot.
Uh-huh.
Like, this, when it gets its full release, it's going to be a banger for a while. Some people are going to be breaking their books. And when it goes to streaming, it's going to probably set some records.
Right. I'll buy this one on DVD. I will.
Yeah, on Blu-ray.
Whatever.
4K UHD.
Whatever.
But what got me is that this was out there with other Disney products, such as Marvel movies. And this movie really blew everything out to dust.
Did it?
Because when we were going to go see it originally, it was in April, May.
I don't know.
I will have to look at the Wikipedia later, but it won't matter because this podcast will be done.
Right.
But
JR's being mean and making me do this on the road and not letting me have my normal Wikipedia information in front of me.
Right. But I know with this show, I want to dedicate this show to my mother. Because my mother...
Your mother cracks me up, though.
Yeah, because, like, I'm going to give y'all a quick encounter.
I don't know why you're dedicating this to her.
Or, well, I want to tell y'all this quick story. So, my mom really was gung-ho about wanting to see this movie.
I want to go to the movies. And at first, she said she wanted your sister to take her. Because she said Valen was going to take her to the movies and Valen was going to take her to the casino.
Right. And, no disrespect or anything. I ain't going to twist any of the other story around.
No, but I wasn't going any further with the story. That's what your mom had told us.
Right.
So, and then we're like, well, she hasn't came yet, so let's take her next weekend to go watch Lilo and Stitch.
So we do the dastardly thing and turn on the cartoon first.
Right. Because she had never seen the cartoon.
Right. My mother, and that's why I dedicate this episode to her, she turned away from the cartoon. She did not even last 5 minutes.
Right. Well, I think we went upstairs or we went out to grab something to eat or something because we didn't want to get into the movie knowing that we might need to go out for something or something. I don't even remember. But yeah, when we came back down, I said, well, you want me to turn the movie back on, Rosalind? She goes, no, I didn't like it. I don't want to watch that.
and then we ended up watching All Rise, which you'll hear about later on down the road. But the crazy thing about this is like, so, I had this apprehension of watching this because I was like, my mom wants to watch it. Am I going to wait for her? Which I watch movies religiously because it's part of the podcast.
Yeah.
But I am hesitant on watching certain things because and I usually run things by you. And I didn't even run this by you. All I said to you was be ready because I told you we're going to have a movie overload.
All right.
And we ended up having a movie overload to a degree, which it didn't finish just yet.
We're still working on it.
It's still working on it as we speak right now. But this movie, out of everything we watched thus far in the last 2 months, blew me out of the wind.
Yeah.
It almost made me want to have a Lilo and Stitch video game. I'll probably have to go. The only ones that are around, like, because it's so old, are the original PlayStation.
Okay.
And maybe PlayStation 2. But nothing else out there.
I got one of those over at my sister's.
You got a PlayStation 3.
I got a 2, 3, and 4.
At her house?
Or no, maybe I do have the 3 and 4 at her house.
Yeah, we might have to go pick up the 3.
Yeah.
But in all, like, not going too far, because we didn't even hit 10 minutes on this one.
Well, I mean, it's still new and fresh, and there's not a whole lot to go over with this. So it's more of giving our biggest takes on it and hoping you tune in next week.
Right. So I want to say this, like, just in general for a Disney movie, because I always give disclaimers. You're not getting a disclaimer from me this time. Go in, if you haven't seen the Lilos and all that other stuff, you can watch this and then watch the first Lilo and Stitch and do a comparison.
Yeah.
And when you do the comparison, you're going to see things that make sense, and you're going to see where this live action corrected a few mistakes of the original.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, that one part about them aliens being human made so much sense and made. I mean, I know this is fantasy,
Right.
but it gave a realistic aspect. Like, hey, we can turn our dial and become humans.
Right.
And then they like the pleasures of being human. And those are the things that I look for in a movie. Like, give me amazing character development in 32 seconds.
Give me the realisticness
along with the fantasy.
Along with the fantasy, yeah.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Will this movie go into my classics? It's going to go up there with Mufasa. If I could ever sit down and watch Wicked or whatever it's called, I would. I want to see these two go head to head. Someone to compare these, because those are two strong as family type movies or teeny bop movies that everybody's watching. I just, like, me personally, and it didn't have that much singing. That's what I appreciated. Like, give me action, give me comedy.
It didn't have any singing, right?
Yes, it did, with the ukulele.
Oh, well, that wasn't even. I wouldn't even consider that a musical type singing.
Okay, well, they had a sing along.
Okay.
And I was happy that they just kept it short. It was about action and comedy and building a story that easily a sequel could come out of this now, and it'd be a different story, and I'd be happy to go see it.
Right.
Because they're gonna plan it for 2 or 3 years and then bring it out.
Yep.
So shout out to Disney on this one. I want to say, y'all, you're getting your rhythm back again. This is not a Marvel deal. This ain't a Star Wars or Indiana Jones.
You made up for the disappointment in Snow White.
Right. And no politics, no craziness involved. Just a straight movie that a family can watch. And that's the hardest thing to provide, that everybody in your family can sit down and watch this.
Right.
And that's the hardest thing for me to tell somebody when I'm reviewing movies. I can't always put a stamp on something that everybody can sit down and watch.
Right. I get it. Yeah. But anyways, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button. Head on over to Facebook and Instagram and give us a follow. And if you don't mind, or if you want to, leave a comment below on what you thought of the episode and what you want to hear next week.